So I am going to officially open this webinar. We have almost 200 people on with us right now. We have over 400 that are registered. People are going to keep coming in. If you wiggle your mouse, you guys, look at the share button, which is green, right in the middle of the bottom of your screen. Go to the right, that's your chat button. And you guys, we have muted you. We have turned off your screen. We don't want to look at you. We don't want to hear from you because we need to preserve our bandwidth. And we do want you to type in where you guys are from. We've got people from all over the world coming in. This is really wonderful to see. And it's like, go water, go water. And we're just thrilled to have you all here. So I'm going to introduce our wonderful panel of experts who I just admire, love, and adore deeply. We've got Connie Martin. And Connie, I'm going to let you wave and say hello to everybody.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
And Connie, I know you're in Chicago, but what part of Illinois do you live in?
I live in Aurora, Illinois.
Very nice. And
yes.
Is your pool closed?
Yes, both of them.
Both of them are closed. It's so sad. And we've got Connie Warasila, so we're Connie squared. And Connie Warasila, I'm going to let you introduce yourself and say hi.
Hey everyone, I'm Connie Warasila coming to you from Annandale, Virginia. Yes, my pools are closed, but I just opened my backyard pool. So as soon as it warms up, I'm going to be in there.
Oh, fantastic. Maybe we'll live stream something from your pool.
I would love that.
That would be phenomenal, phenomenal. And we've got Jeff Howard with us. And I'm going to let Jeff introduce himself because he's so shy.
Hey guys, I'm Jeff Howard and I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, and my pools are closed as well. And we are not going to be doing things from the bathtub. If I get one more question about bathtub workouts, it's a whole nother class.
We've got, we're running streaming certifications. SCW is kind of known for that. We've been doing it now for, I want to say 7-8 months. I've got my whole team of experts from our creative and IT department, our registration department, our ops director. I've got them all online here. We're all practicing, but we've been doing this for some time. Connie is going to be teaching our water in motion program streaming. And we teach it on the deck. We're going to do a deck certification. So you will be live. We'll see Connie working out in her home. She will be able to see each of you on the video who choose to do the live streaming certification. It's private, but it's really fun, very interactive, and it's real time. And Jeff will be doing our aquatics certification, and he'll be doing it also on the deck, real time, live. This is going to be his second time because we had such a great response from that. Connie says she's practicing all her online training and preparing for workshops. So we've got 45 minutes. We're going to rock and roll with this. And the focus is our pool is closed. All of our pools are closed. I don't even want to go into my bathtub, okay? And what do we do? What do we do to interact with our people? So the first question I'm going to ask, and I'm going to start with Connie Martin here. With the onslaught of technology, how can water exercise pivot and stay in sync with society? How are we going to connect with these people?
We can connect with the people with social media, YouTube, Instagram, Messenger, text messages, phone calls, and letters. Even if it's sending a letter of inspiration to their home, saying, join me online for some great moves to keep you moving. The littlest thing we can do using technology will benefit us greatly in the future. We don't have the physicality of being at a pool, standing on the deck or in the water. So we have to offer those options for technology and offer even our active agers a way to stay connected to us.
And what I love, we were chatting before we turned on the webinar. Connie had mentioned that she has 5 of her aqua people that you know how we grow friendly with these folks. We love them.
Yes.
We know when their anniversaries are. We
Yeah.
know their knee surgery dates. We know who's getting divorced. Okay. We know a little too much. But we were chatting, and it's like, I was talking to Connie, and she's got these 5 people, and Connie, you're going to try to connect with more of them.
Yes, yes. Just opening invitations out, even doing an invite, even on Facebook, inviting people to come into our chat. Stay active with us. Keep the chatter about water and aqua movement going. Remember the time we did the jumping jacks, the star jacks. Use your chair to do other activities that are similar to that to keep your body moving. But with the onslaught of technology, it's really a win-win on our side. We can still keep connected even more than we do. We teach our classes, they go home. We don't see them again until the next class time. Here we're in much more constant contact with people using our new technology platforms.
And Connie Warasila, I know that I love what you're doing. Connie will go on her, on your driveway, and you're teaching a boot camp class to your neighbors who are in the street or on their own lawns or driveways or whatever. Not keeping, probably not even 6 feet social distancing, probably 12, but she's staying connected. Now, how do we do this with our water people?
I really think that we have an opportunity to kind of bring our water people into the present situation. We've traditionally kind of been behind other forms of exercise, but I don't think we have a choice anymore. I think we need to give them some movement options. So maybe even if it's a 2-minute snippet about stretching their shoulders or their calves, or getting them to join you for a 5-minute walk, like just go on a 5-minute streaming walk. There are definitely movements that we can still do with our clients, even if it's through technology, that encourage them to stay in movement. What we don't want them to do is completely stop.
I totally agree. I think people are using Zoom, people are using Instagram, people are using Facebook, people are using YouTube. But like Connie Martin's 5 contacts that she has, text them, call them, email them, and say, who else do you know in the class or that would like to get involved? Mm-hmm. Please reach out to them, okay? And get them to go on my Facebook page. Here is my link to my Facebook page. And at 10 a.m., I'm going to do a class.
Yes.
And it's going to be on land. If you need to sit in your chair, do it. But we're going to walk. We're going to do these extra modalities. Connie Warasila, you teach cycle, you teach Pilates, you teach yoga. You probably teach, I don't know, piano. What else do you teach?
Whatever they'll pay me to teach at this point.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. All of us.
I think just bringing to their attention that there are other options. They might not like them as much, but there are other options. And unfortunately, some of our older clients may not be on social media. So we may need to ask for help from our facility to try and connect with them some other way. Mm-hmm. Maybe get a phone number, maybe send a postcard. We may have to reach out in traditional ways to get them to come to the new reality.
And I got a really nice little post from Anna's iPhone, and she started doing live videos on Facebook, Aqua Meets Land. And that's, those are great names, Aqua Meets Land, Surf and Turf. Come up with something that you guys can try to do. Jeff, you've been doing amazing classes at Milestone, and you've gotten upwards to 3,000 people, haven't you, with your work?
Right. Yeah, I've been fortunate that Milestone has set it up. Remember this, my demographics, 45% is 65 years and older. So it's the generation we're talking about. And we hit them with emails, social media. We opened up a Facebook group, and we're even now going into as much as educating them on how to use these mediums, because that is the challenge with them. But I'm getting pictures sent with they call themselves the mermaids, that they go for a walk or they do these things. I've been challenging my aqua population with different things that I think is going to be appropriate to them accordingly. And I think that it's always in a safe manner, but it's always one of those things that I don't want to ever forget the water population, because the most thing with them is they've got to keep the moving happening, and they need that union. So yeah, I think social media is the way to go, but we have to definitely reach out to them in different realms as well, not just Zoom or Facebook.
And what I'll do after this webinar is there's a wonderful little video that people can watch and learn how to do Zoom. It's very simple. It was created by Zoom itself. You can take that link and you can text it to people. Now, we can't go into their home and teach them how to download Zoom and how to do it. And with Zoom, you can get a free account. It only lasts for 40 minutes. But to be honest with you, a 35-minute workout on land, that may be enough. And that might be enough for you at this time. So we'll put that link up for you because we always keep our recordings. And that'll help all of you at home that you can forward. No, I got a question. Do you have to pay for Zoom? No, there's a free account. That's what you're on right now, guys. Who's ever on this webinar, you're on it. You're on Zoom. And you just have to play around with it. That's what my kids say. You just have to play around with it. So next question. Jeff, I'm gonna stick with you. How has the pandemic affected our pool exercise programs? And do you think there's going to be a lasting impact?
Great question. I don't think so, because I think the population that's been coming to the pool are dying to get back. They're still playing cards with each other. They'll sneak away and still go to each other's homes and congregate. Like the picture I get from my walkers or my people that are aquatic people, they're walking in their clothes together. So I think they're dying to do it. But what I do think is we'll be able to make progressions a little bit differently in the aquatic population. Like Connie had said, I think that we're going to be able to boost things up a little bit. Hopefully through this, they'll start to work out with gravity rather than just buoyancy. So I think this gives us a great opportunity to finally get them with what they really need to do. But a lot of times I think it's going to be a positive. I think it's a win-win. And I think they're dying to get back to us, because I don't know about the other ladies, but my people in the water stayed with me until the very last day, where my land people maybe were staying at home. My water people knew what it was doing for them, and they didn't want to give it up.
And Connie Martin, you were talking about, or maybe it was you, Warasila. I think it was Martin who said, our pools are going to be exploding. Like as soon as it opens up, it's chlorine. Was it you, Warasila?
Yes. It's giving the opportunity to have programming. And they know what they're missed. Everyone knows what they've missed from the experiences that they treasured. So they're they're going to be very anxious to come back and still have that sense of community and that physical cardio movement, along with that good water stretch they miss. So I think that they're going to come back in droves.
And you came up with something that I thought was wonderful. You talked about that you're going to do an event when the pool opens up, and you're planning for it now and starting for it now.
Yes.
Which I think is just fantastic.
Yes. It's just, we did it before, and during the summertime, at Lifetime, we had 3 different isolated events that were very successful because they were new. People are excited to do something that's new and exciting. So they come out and they bring their friends, because it's free for them to do that. Open it up for any free guest to come with you. If the club wants to limit that, that's perfect. But it's opening up the door for having at least double, triple, quadruple the normal number of people you normally would have, because it feels so relieving to come back to the pool and refreshing. I can't wait.
I'm with you on this. I'm going to share my screen real quickly. I've never done this on a webinar. So I'm a little nervous here, but I typed into the chat box. If you look at it, it says waterinmotion.com. I don't know why it says from me to Michelle's iPad privately. That's pretty weird. I'm going to make it everyone in the meeting, and I'm going to type in www.waterinmotion.com. You don't need to go there now, guys, because I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to see how this works. I'm going to go right in, and I'm going to go and I'm going to show you, we've got, if we go into the Water in Motion website, and you can go, can you see, everybody see my site? Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
beautiful, beautiful. It's /marketing, okay, /marketing. And we can scroll down, and this is from Water in Motion. Okay, so typically we say, please don't use this. It's branded Water in Motion, blah, blah, blah. You know what? When you go back to your pools, I want you to try this. I want you to think of using these free marketing kits. Connie Martin inspired me just right now to show this, but we've been using these for years. So I look at this. I hope we're open by July 4th. Maybe beach blanket bingo, maybe Father's Day, maybe just spring into fitness. But what you can do is even go for the gold here. There's an Olympics one, but you download it and you can see it quickly downloads, and it's just 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper, which you can post on the internet. You can type in when you're doing whatever program you want to do or where you want to do. It's actually Adobe writable. Hello, I'm typing Sara Kooperman. Okay, it's Adobe writable. You can type it in. Connie was talking about, do you want to invite people? Event admission. You can print this out. And again, it's the day of the week. It's going to be Saturday. And the theme is, the time is going to be 11 a.m. That's when my pool. It's all Adobe writable here. You guys can use it, print it out. You get instructor track assignments, how to do your launch. There's a SIMPLE, a simple plan you can follow. And you can do the launch sign up. So you could put this online. You could leave it on the front, at the front desk, tape it on in the locker rooms when the clubs open up. And this is for Water in Motion, of course, join our teaching team. So that's kind of cool stuff we can do. The other thing I want you guys to think about doing is go to our marketing. You can see it up here. We've got a marketing tab, and you could go to social media posts, and you could use all these little social media posts. Now, granted, it's for Water in Motion. You can see all the logos. It's a license program, la-di-da. But you guys think about doing that. It's very important for you guys to think how you're gonna market. So we want to let you use these free. Try it. We need to keep our water programs going. And do you think, Jeff, there's going to be a lasting, oh, you were the first one to answer. Warasila, did you get a chance to answer?
No, but I think everybody kind of, hit on all of it. I think the pandemic is going to necessitate that we remind all of our clients that the pool is a safe environment, not only because of buoyancy, but because of the chlorine that's in there. So if people are nervous about coming back into an environment because of this virus, we may need to post something or use that as an opportunity to reach out to our clients and reinforce with them that the pool is probably the very safest place to work out in a time like this. So why don't we take advantage of it?
And I'm going to ask Connie Warasila, how has exercise intensity, equipment varieties, programming options influenced water exercise? And I know you do an amazing, is it a yoga, Zen? Is it?
Yeah.
What?
Aqua Zen and aqua yoga flow. And I use the noodle in those because it gives us an opportunity for weightlessness and no strain on the body. And we can get creative and do all kinds of things in the water that typically people think you can only do on land. But one of the more exciting pieces of equipment that I've used lately is a piece of drag equipment that you hold in your hands. It looks like a little helmet, and it really offers a lot of drag to bring element of strength into the programming. And I'm really excited about that because Water in Motion has started their strength program. And I just see so many opportunities to branch out in programming because of the equipment. So I'm really looking forward to more opportunities to not only do cardio, but get into more strength training, more athletic training, maybe even plyometric training, as hopefully more clients come to us. Like if we send out the note to all of our clients that the pool is the safest place to work out, maybe our numbers will get boosted because of this.
And Jeff Howard, you've done a Tabaqua quickies. What are these programs?
All right, so I've kind of brought everything I can from land into the water because I just love water so much. So Tabatas I've done for a while, but even that I've changed a little bit because of adaptation. You know, I've changed that to maybe 23 seconds on, 7 off. But what I'm loving as well is bringing equipment to the water that maybe is land-based because they're going to be starting to use things that we have to use on land to train them. And so for me, I think it's going to be exciting that we can bring them into the water if we use them in the correct manner. Like I was bringing at the very end, the Stroop tubing that was designed a little bit with eccentric, concentric movements and stuff. So I think it's kind of fun. I think we're going to be able to do more time workouts with them, more boot camps inspired. I think that with the walking and stuff, we might even be able to do like classes where we do 30 minutes of walking with them and 30 minutes of water. I mean, it's mind-blowing what we'll be able to do with them because they are moving right now and they are looking at different modalities. I'm desperate. You're right. I will pull at anything to get them in the water.
I know. I got them right where I want them. They're desperate. Exactly. They're bored. They're socially isolated. I'm getting a few questions online. People are asking about music. What are the music options online? Now, I think a few of you know that I'm a lawyer. Basically, you're not supposed to play music and put it up online, and it's kind of illegal to do that, but they're not really watching it because, you know, nobody's working, okay? So they're putting it up online. If you share a video, that's when they may catch you, and that's if it keeps getting shared, that's when it may be cut off. I also got asked about waivers of liability. I will include a waiver of liability, just the one we use at Mania. I'll do it as a business reference, not a legal reference, but I'll supply you just a waiver. All you say is, I want you to join me today, but you're exercising at your own risk. Let's go. I mean, it's got to be short, sweet, but you got to say it every single time. Now, Connie Martin, you also are developing a lot of programming. So you're using this isolation time not to eat and harass your children like I am, but you're using, Connie Warasila, I made Zach clean the toilets today. I'm not kidding. I'm so proud of myself. But Martin, what are you doing? Tell us about your programming that you're developing. And this is what I want you to do at home, guys.
Well, it starts now that we're all indoors with being able to use what's indoors. You're indoors, so we use what's indoors. So grab a chair. Let's sit at the edge of our chair. Let's engage our core, and let's go through some arm and leg movements we can do in the pool. Imagine that we are anchored in position in the pool and go through those motions to keep moving the joints and keeping them activated and warm. and lengthened and stretched. So it also creates a connection that you have with your members and their members' friends, because I've got members, friends, cousins, aunts, uncles joining in when they see the session going on and see that it can be done. It's easy. It's not hard. It's not impact. You can move your arms and move your legs and sit tall in your core, draw your navel in to just fine, and do those kind of activated things
I
that
just have
will
to
help
tell you,
your programming be successful.
Connie Martin, everyone at home, and even the presenters, we all just kind of went like this. Like, yes. So, and you've also developed other programs that you want to do on your own for like streaming or when you come back. So
yes,
we've seen with SCW, we've seen, obviously, you guys, it's not copywritten. I'll type it in now. Taba hyphen qua. So use it, steal it, go for it. I developed a program called Bar Kuda. Isn't that cute? Bar training in the pool. And we have, and steal it, well, don't steal it, take it. Okay? But we got to work this together. This is a difficult time that I don't know about all of you, but it's driving me a little nuts. But you've got some other programs, Connie, that you
like incorporating dance movements. And with Aqua, I teach a class that's called Waves on Fire Aqua Dance. And we've moved that, like Jeff mentioned, we've moved out those basic, movements from land that we all love into the water that we love more. And so incorporating the programming that help, it might even give other aqua fitness instructors ideas to do for themselves and draw their own aqua, either that programming or their own personal gain or personal worth, to continue on to want to encourage other people and inspire other people and keep other people moving. So aqua dance is another one, because everyone likes to dance. So I heard you say about the music. There's great music out there that you can listen to, try it, you like it, you don't, just listen to it, turn off the TV, and it's all music for the whole afternoon that you're picking and choosing that you like, and see what inspires you and moves you. And if it really hits down deep inside of you, then it will definitely radiate out to them through social media.
Yeah.
How excited you may feel about that music and how the movement.
And Lawrence Viscontini just typed in from Power Music, who's one of our exhibitors at Mania conferences. He typed in a really nice little link to Power Music has created a free music source that we can access. And Yes Music has done that as well. So we'll put those links in after the recording so you guys can download them. And basically it's music that sounds a little generic. It's not, it's not Lady Gaga. But
I love power music though. I love to me, power music is popping and has so much variety. Anything from Zen, like Connie Warasila was talking about her Aqua Zen class. You can incorporate that in your Aqua cool down as well as your warm up, or even include strength and flexibility. And with your programming that is sitting in a chair, literally, especially for active agers, they can stand up and hold onto a wall or countertop or table that's sturdy. So I encourage that as well. But think about our active agers. I have 65 and older, and it might be 40 to 50 people in the pool, and I want everyone to feel safe and feel like they can still move and feel comfortable to want to come back and still know where I'm not going to, give them any options that they don't really want to. They can have an open option.
Somebody asked me about the Barracuda. We will probably offer that streaming certification in our next round. So we'll ask Billy Wartenberg, we'll do a streaming, and we'll get her to do the Barracuda class, which is Aqua Bar, which is using the noodle, pretending it's the ballet bar. So I would tell you guys at home, these wonderful Aqua instructors that have logged on, I want you guys to go look at some of these streaming bar classes that you see, practice it on land, because you're going to have to demonstrate it on land before they get used to it, and then you can go into the pool with them. But practice it and get some of the movements down. We know we can apply them in the pool. So Connie, you were talking about the Zen programs. Like, how did you come up with that, Connie Warasila? How did you come up with it? Because we sit here, we go, well, I mean, I have a yoga class I do. It's called Fluid Yoga. I think everybody thinks it's probably some vinyasa class, but it's yoga in the pool. But I can't do downward dog because it's not that I'm not scared of drowning. I'm scared of getting my hair wet.
Take care of you there. You're not going to get your hair wet. I was asked to create a program to bring down the stress level around the holiday season. So we offered this for just 1 month, and I didn't want to do just one thing. I thought, you know what? I've got 1 month to give them as much as I can. So I decided to blend multiple mind-body types of movement into one class. So if they didn't like something, not to worry, it's going to be over soon. So we started with Tai Chi, and then some aqua Pilates, and then some aqua yoga, and then some meditation. And what we found was everybody loved every single part. So it was just enough to whet their appetite. And then when that 1 month was over, they wanted a class for every single modality. So it really expanded my programming opportunities. It was a fantastic way to really show them that there was much more out there that they could get excited about. And so I've been introducing things like that ongoing now. I always have one class that's like a little bit of everything. Right now I'm doing a 1 minute to win it circuit, where we just do something for 1 minute and then change. Again, if you hate it, don't worry, it's over in 60 seconds. But again, it's another way to introduce a lot of new things that they might want later on, or just open the programming door.
And what I want to kind of jump into that is this is the time, we've never been given this time in our existence where we can actually recalibrate and figure out what we like. And so as teachers that teach aqua, this is our time to try different things and then adapt it to water. This is the best time to take different certifications like bar or like meditation and stuff like this, because we've never had this time to do it. And then maybe adapt it to what we do in the water and play with it. That's what I love most kind of about this time. Instead of being, let's recalibrate it. Let's make this the best versions of who we are. And as teachers, we actually now can lend into different things that we maybe never had time to even think about or do. And because we understand the principles of water, we can actually adapt them accordingly. So I think it's kind of an exciting time because there is so many different modalities that we can bring to the water in a safe manner. And it's fun to do that. Aren't you tired of your own stuff?
Always. For years. But Warasila, I'm going to ask you, how did you get to be this kind of expert in Tai Chi? Like, I get kind of scared. I really, I know the horse thing. Okay, that's what I know. I know the horse thing. Louie and I once took a Tai Chi class, and I almost got yelled at. She told me I was too graceful. I was moving. The dancers were coming out. Where can they go to find this?
I put myself in learning mode all the time. Like every year, I make a goal to learn one new modality. And so that year, I went and took Tai Chi. I went to the rec center and took Tai Chi. I went to the park and I did Tai Chi with strangers. I just immersed myself in Tai Chi for that 1 year. Yeah. And by the end of that year, I was completely comfortable offering a snippet of it into a water setting. Same with yoga, same thing with Pilates, same thing with boot camp. And if you really just make yourself a constant student always learning the next thing, then you can always grow in your programming. Always.
And I'm gonna jump in here a little bit. We can't go to another studio. We can't, I think
online.
We might be able to, exactly. We might be able to go to a park. There are some, everybody's, 6 feet apart or 8 or 10 feet apart, and they're all doing Tai Chi. But that's very rare. Very, very rare. Go online, Google it, watch it, practice it. Imagine yourself in the pool. So where's my water depth? What am I working in? How's it going to feel? As instructors, you guys know what you're doing. You know to work at water speed. You know what it's going to feel like pushing through the water, and you're going to know if your pool is too cold. What I used to do is do my workout. I was at Evanston Athletic Club, and I do my workout in the pool. And then we literally, all of us would get up out of the pool, and there was a huge hot tub. It was a therapy pool because they were affiliated with a physical therapy clinic. We would just all get in and do our flexibility in the warm pool. So what you have to think of is, all right, I'm kind of at the YMCA. I have this freezing pool. We're going to do cardio. I'm going to do a HIIT program, but my interval is going to be doing some Tai Chi after I do my high intensity plyometric type movement and so I can keep my core body temperature up. So I got to tell you, we have to be so much smarter than land people. But
we have a unique challenge.
Yeah, but don't tell them we have twice as long to queue. That's what's fabulous. We work water speed, so we have maybe half the choreography, longer to queue, and it's a little bit harder. And I'm seeing, I love Bethany. Yes, I hate my stuff. I need a new class. So it's really interesting. What do you guys feel that the future of water exercise is really going to look like? So what do you feel that kind of, it's not just after this social isolation lifts, but I also want you guys to think about, we've got this huge active aging population, and people are living much longer. And I wonder, are we going to have, active aging classes? Are we going to have lower intensity classes? Are we going to have, we've talked about so many different variety of programs that we're going to offer, but where do you think water exercise is going to go? Anyone? Bueller? Okay, Jeff.
Okay, so this is what I do know. Like automatically, my club is saying when we go back, we're going to have an abbreviated schedule because they're losing money. And so they're fearful of the memberships being on hold and all this stuff. So I already know my CEO is going to come back and they're going to moderate our schedule. They're going to make it smaller and more compact, but not the aquatic schedule. Why? Because the cost of the pool and how much it costs to run it. So that's exciting. But what we're going to do is actually put juice into that programming, and we're going to make it a little bit more exciting. And I do think that we're going to see more people in there. And I think it is going to be maybe more of our active agers. And so we have to do our programming accordingly. But what I think is going to be a flux of also younger people now, because I think that they're going to want what water does and understand what it does. And everybody keeps talking about the chemical compound. They're going to feel safe in there. So I think that we have to really step back and look at it. But I think that water is going to be a trend, and it's going to be a trend that's going to be hitting harder than a lot of other equipment that we're being released. Clubs aren't going to be able to buy equipment, guys. They will be able to use the equipment we already have. And so now it takes us to be smart with our programming and do time-based workouts and things that are for community and self-building and playing games and stuff like this again with them.
And Jeff, you talked about something, I think we were on a panel together at DC Mania, and you talked about your aqua classes are not anymore a full hour. You're doing 45-minute programming.
Exactly. Every class I have on our schedule is just 45 minutes, and we leave that 15 minutes in the middle so they can actually talk. When we get on deck, they can work. But the thing is, for us, we then pay our aqua instructors that full hour. So it's this thing, because we all know in this room that water is the hardest thing to teach. The deck is hard, the acoustics, the aquatic population we love, but also can hate in a way. You know, it's all this thing. But all my classes are 45 minutes, but we hit them hard with what we do, whether it be arthritis, dancing classes, whatever we do. They know when we're on deck, we are going to work. And I do have teachers that teach from the water as well. I have teachers that teach from both. It just depends on the population and what the class is.
Yeah. And Connie Martin, any thoughts? Connie Warasila, any thoughts on?
As we go back in, I think it's really important that we be sensitive to our clients who maybe have gotten a little deconditioned during this time, and offer some programming that maybe offers some walking classes, arthritis, low impact, to kind of get them back up to speed. And then of course you're going to have your other group that stayed on it and they want to get back and hit it hard. So I think we're going to have to vary the programming and be very sensitive to assess how they are when they come back.
And I really do like the way you've said, we're going to need some low impact programming. I've never thought of calling an aqua class low impact aqua, but it could be more anchoring, less jumping, because the reality is, you know, I don't know about your knees, but it's not looking pretty. Yeah. Connie Martin?
Connie made a really good point about the people being deconditioned when they come back to the pool. I've actually had people reach out to ask me, Connie, what could I be doing? What, you know, you got me in such great shape. What could I be doing now while we're at home through this whole time until I come back to the pool? And I do tell them, take a deep breath, do some exercises that we can do in the core, using your core, sitting in a chair. Move with me if they're not as ambulatory. I have a few ladies that are walking with canes, you know, and they want to stay connected. But keeping in mind that our programming, it become creative, and not only creative, but sensitive. Ask them, you know, how are you feeling and what would you like to get out of this workout? You know, since we've been gone, you know, what do you think you need to work the most? And take some of their opinions and their feelings and put them into our programming, which becomes more of a sensitivity-based programming and more receptive to wanting to come back and go all out to get back.
Connie, I kind of love that. I would love to do like a questionnaire to our classes and ask them what would they like to see when they come back. Like that would be really exciting to hear what they would like it to turn into as well, because you know they have an opinion.
Yes.
And the nice thing, I just typed it into the chat box, but you guys could do that at home. It's surveymonkey.com, and you can get it free for a month. I don't even know how much it costs. You could go online and see how much it really costs. We use it at SCW for everything. And you can ask them what they want and what they like and leave comment sections. I've even used it myself. And I'm not a technological gift in any way, shape, or form, but it's easy to use. It's easy to navigate. And then you could send it around to your people and they could fill out, and then you could go and read what they want. And it calculates, like, everybody said this and everybody said that. And I would encourage you, if you're going to do surveymonkey.com, that you please make sure that you use drop-down boxes, which means check which one, and you can check all that apply, like I want an aqua bar class, I want a deep water, I want a tabaqua, I want a surf and turf,
Yes.
I want a waves on fire dance,
Yes.
you know, whatever you guys want. And what I'm reading in this wonderful chat box here is deep water. Don't forget about it, guys.
Yeah.
Don't forget about it. It's important. It's very important. And we are going to get crowded. And you know what my wish is? This is my one wish I was going to leave us with. Is we got 2 minutes, so I shouldn't even say it now, but get rid of that lap lane, okay? I want the whole pool. I don't care about that old man in the Speedo. I don't like him. He doesn't belong there. I don't like him. I don't want him. I want the whole pool. And then I also read about someone's teaching a hydro bike class. we started using, I got into the hydro bike, oh my gosh, what's the name of that? Indo Aquatics?
Indigo.
Indigo Aquatics. You guys look that up. I should type that in. Indigo Aquatics. They have the coolest trampolines for the pool. Someone is doing a hydro jump class, which I think is just adorable. And then also the boxing in the pool. They're doing pole dancing. Mm-hmm. Somebody wrote about their team that's knocking it out of the park. I'm like, it's great. There's no mirrors. I'm buoyant because there's no way I'm lifting these thighs after the age of 55. They aren't going anywhere in a hurry or in front of anyone, thank God. And we're going to do it in the pool. There's no mirrors. Nobody can see you. Nobody cares. They're all nice people, you know, in the pool. So it's a great environment to do it in. We are actually right now at 5:45. So our webinar is supposedly officially over, but I'm going to let all of you fabulous people, thank you so much for joining us. Who wants to go first and with a closing remark? Don't all jump. Okay, there goes Jeff. Yeah.
All right. All I just want to say is this. There is no shame. We're streaming and we're giving a lot of stuff away. And there's no shame in letting people know that if they would like to donate $1 for watching you stream, because a lot of us are out of work now because of what's happened. And a lot of our members, they love us, but they think our clubs are taking care of us. And you guys out there know we're not being taken care of. So there's nothing wrong with saying a donation would be great. Or if you like what I've been doing or anything, a donation would be great. A PayPal me as an account to set up or something like that. I'm not even asking people, and they're Venmoing me money because they appreciate what I'm doing. So what I want to say is love this population, but let them know also we need to be taken care of as well. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with asking for a donation if they like what you're giving them. That's what I want to say.
And that's Venmo.com, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right. I just typed it in there, and you can set it up for free. Mm-hmm. And honestly, that's the way I was paying my hairdresser. I had to learn how to use it. So that also is easy. And I paid my yoga instructor, Kristen, just last night. She's like, I'm taking donations. You don't have to say I want $15, I want $5. You can just say I'm taking donations. And most people know it's about $15 a class. And I sent her $15, and I felt all proud and technologically savvy. Connie Martin, do you have, Connie Warasila?
Yeah, I just want to encourage everybody to look at this period of time as a gift. I know in so many ways it's not, but when have we ever been given the gift of time? I am rested. I am not rushing around. So I've made myself a daily list, and I'm trying to do a little bit of things every day. And I'm working on future programming. I'm working on learning to play the guitar, and I'm learning to cook different recipes. I really encourage everybody to take on this time as a gift. And at the end of it, I hope all of us are in a better place and ready to go back, because we are service industry people. And so I see this time as very valuable. I mean, if we're going to have it anyway, we might as well get the most out of it so that when we return, we are better servants to our clients. But Jeff, thank you so much for the advice to go ahead and allow for donations. I hadn't really considered that, so I'm going to do that.
That's great.
Yes,
and
yes.
Connie Martin?
I think the future of water exercise looks positive in a way that's inspiring to the people who still have the love of water. They want to be back in the water. They're looking at it as possibly, like you said, a rest period, but also as a little vacation away, and also as a period of mental growth. meditate. I tell them to use meditation as a way to cope with things going on in your life and the way that you feel about what's going on in the world with this virus that's phenomenally never been ever done before, unprecedented, I say, you know. So take this time to draw energy into yourself, focus on your breath, focus on meditation, take time and think about moving your body still. Never forget about your body wants to move, and they know that they want to prevent, you know, the stiffness that comes with their conditions, arthritis, that we're only in this situation for a temporary part of time. It's been prophesized, it's been spoken before. We have signs all over the world, but we have to stay positive and keep being creative with our aquatic programming so we draw people back to us and back to the life that they once had before. Safe and healthy.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You guys are so good. I'm like, I'm going to cry because I have nothing left to say. Okay. We do these free webinars because, frankly, I'm going a little crazy and we're having fun with them. And I'm learning. Every time I do one of these webinars, I'm learning. We have a wonderful webinar that's going to be on Sunday on personal training. So I welcome all of you to come, all aqua people, all land people. Give it a go. We've got Fabio Camano coming on, Dane Robinson, and we also have Kelly Roberts on Friday. On Tuesday, I'm coming back and doing a webinar with my husband. And it's always fun when we do these webinars because I think he hates me a little bit. I'm not quite sure. He's going to be talking about the coronavirus stimulus package. So if you guys are independent contractors and instructors and you're getting paid from the YMCA and you're getting paid from the JCC and Gold's Gym is paying you and Sport and Health is paying you, you know, you're getting checks from everywhere and you have to file taxes and you're an independent contractor. You're not an employee of a gym. If you're an independent contractor, there is a stimulus package out there for you that can help reimburse you, give you your payroll that you normally would have gotten for that 2-month period, and you can apply for this. And you can get a loan from the government for your payroll for 2.5 months. It's like, are you kidding me? And it's free. You don't have to put any collateral down. You don't have to put down your car. You don't put down your house or anything. And the government, at the end of that 2-month period, they will forgive your loan, which means you do not have to pay it back. The government wants to pay us because we are unemployed right now, and they don't want us to go on unemployment. Because what happened in 2007, unfortunately, with that big recession is people went on unemployment and never got off. And they want to discourage that, and they're incentivizing us as independent contractors. Also, the Small Business Administration has been instrumental in this. And the reason my husband is really blessing us with showing up, he has been doing SBA loans for over 30 years. He is a specialist. He has been consulted all week with the Congress in interpreting this act. He's the guy. And so I carry a lot of weight. So I got him to do a webinar. He won't even let me put up his email address or phone number because he loves us, but he doesn't want us as clients. He's got billion-dollar clients, but he's going to help us. And if you want to learn how to get this loan, which we all deserve, we work hard, we are a very important industry, and please come on the webinar on Tuesday. So I'll see you on Sunday for the personal training free webinar. I will see you on Tuesday for the other free webinar. I want you to look at our live streaming certifications. We have cut them in half. They're all 50% off. We've got Connie Warasila doing them. We've got Jeff Howard doing them. We're going to have Billy Wartenberg doing our aqua ones. We have land ones and bar ones and Tai Chi ones and blah, blah, blah. Join us. Be healthy. Stay well. Social isolation does not mean you can't Zoom, baby, Zoom. So thank you for joining us. And thank you, Connie Martin. Thank you, Connie Warasila. Thank you, Jeff Howard. Thank all of you for joining us. We'll see you later.